I just wanted to replace a falling apart fence to keep my kids safe. Instead, I got caught in a nightmare of HOA rules, neighbor drama, and unfair fines that feel impossible to fight. I never thought I would hate living in a neighborhood so much. I bought my house to have some peace, to have a spot where my kids could play outside safely. But what I got was something I never wanted to deal with. It all started when I tried to replace the old fence in my backyard. The fence was falling apart, and my kids kept getting their balls stuck in the bushes behind it. It seemed simple enough to just put up a new one. I bought plain wooden panels, nothing fancy, just what was needed. I even checked our HOA rules before ordering. They said the fence had to be wood and not painted bright colors. What I did was exactly allowed. The very next day, Linda from across the street knocked on my door. She is that neighbor everyone talks about, the one who carries a notebook and always seems to be watching everyone like a hawk. She told me that the fence looked ugly and out of place and that I needed to stop immediately. I tried to explain that I followed the HOA guidelines. She was not interested. She said, and I quote, "We all have to follow the rules and keep the standards high around here." I told her I was just doing my part, but she was already fuming. I thought maybe she just did not like the look, so I called the HOA office to double-check. They confirmed I was following the rules properly. That should have been the end of it. Instead, Linda started showing up with the HOA inspector. They began writing me warning letters about the fence look, saying it was not in harmony with the neighborhood. Now, this was after the HOA person told me the fence was fine over the phone. It felt like a trap. I was confused and tired. I stayed up many nights stressing about fines that could add up to hundreds of dollars. All because of one wooden fence? Meanwhile, Linda started putting up her own ugly potted plants and small sculptures in her front yard that totally violated HOA rules, but no one said a word to her. I called the HOA to report it, but they brushed it off, saying they only act if someone complains. Apparently, she was a favorite. Things escalated when I tried to sit calmly with Linda to find a solution. She yelled at me in my own driveway, accusing me of ruining property values and being selfish. Her voice was sharp and loud enough for the neighbors to peek out their windows. I just stood there, frozen, my heart pounding. After that, I found anonymous notes on my car about how inconsiderate and disrespectful I was being to the community. My kids started asking why the neighbors were so mean. I felt like I could not leave my house without worrying about more drama. This all over a fence that was literally falling apart and needed replacing to keep my family safe. I am writing here because I need to know. Has anyone else faced this kind of unfair hate from neighbors and HOA when you were just trying to do the right thing? I feel trapped, angry, and exhausted. This is not how a neighborhood should work. If you like this story, then follow us for the next update.